Hello, Ruri. This is Hamza Salim, and I'm from Pakistan. I am a 26-year-old guy. I am a computer science graduate, and I'm currently pursuing game development as my career. I'm still in the beginning stage of it. And aside from that, I am very much interested in doing YouTube and excel in it as well as a sort of passion or passive income to articulate my thoughts and all that. So I recently saw your video that you just uploaded regarding your life update, why you left YouTube, you having suicidal thoughts, depression, and your brother's marriage, and you got betrayed. And trust me, I just watched till the point where you mentioned that your brother's getting married and he basically invested in your uncle's business, right? So I just decided that I just would like you to know that how much of a bigger inspiration that you have been in my life. I started watching your videos in 2022 when I graduated, and life has not been very kind to me as well. Even though in Pakistan I am quite privileged compared to most kids here. Um, there are a lot of people who struggle, but still I believe everyone's struggle are their very own. And I just wanted to share some of my life journey. But first, I would like to share my thoughts on your suicidal thoughts and depression. I can so relate to them, and the very reasons that you this the things that you faced over the past 5 to 6 years or so, or less or more. I'm not sure the time what the time period is, but you eventually you were nothing. You the sudden rise and the 1 million subscriber story is still my favorite, absolute favorite, and I still get teary-eyed whenever I watch it. So it's part of life where you are just slow, and then all of a sudden, by luck, by determination, by you being passionate about your work, you just go up and all above. You don't know how. So yeah. So our life stories are very much the same. It involves our paternal families, and my father is the eldest in his family, and he married my mother, not within the family. She was educated. My father had a rural background where most of his relatives were not educated, but my father was also educated. He's a lawyer by profession, and my mother is a bachelor's graduate. You can say bachelor's, yes. So it was hard. It was very hard for my paternal family to accept my mother, and hence we have our own fair share of difficult lives. And when I was 16, I left my hometown and moved to a bigger city. Lahore in Pakistan is one of the biggest cities. Um, if you come as a tourist, then you're most welcome to Lahore, and I will give you a tour, whatever. Okay, so there came to a point when our uncle scammed us out of our home, and hence we lost that home. We lost that right to our home, even though we are still legally owners. Uh, Half of that property is ours, right? Uh, Half of the right is ours, and the rest is they are legally 50% of we are 50% owner of that house, and the rest is up to is for my uncle. So sorry, English is not the first language, and it's still very hard to articulate my thoughts. And my father is in his 60s, soon to reaching his 70s, and he had so much high expectations for me, and it was really hard that I could not match those expectations. He wanted me to inherit the family business, but I am not really interested in them, and hence he begrudgingly supported me for my passions and all. I still and it's still very hard to balance all those things, and I still go through some different difficult phase. So that's some sort of a little background that I wanted to share. Come 2022, and I gave an interview for a company in Japan, and I want to move there based on my work visa and all. Of course, they said that I need to have uh, basic entry level Japanese and some 2 years of work experience, and then I will be able to um, actually have a job. So yeah, sorry, I had to pause my video because my family. I live with my family, and I have to. Sorry, whatever. So where was I? Um, so I did not get the job, and I started to work on my Japanese, and hence I came across a channel where where you give tips to how to start learning Japanese, right? And in that video you had your short hair, uh, and really liked that video and actually started learning Japanese, and I'm still learning it. I still struggle with katakana, but hiragana is going good. Um, I have been really inconsistent, and that's really wrong of me. I know. Um, yeah. So slowly but surely, I started to follow your channel for more videos, and especially your productivity tips, how I can maximize the productivity and be stay consistent. You preferred staying consistent over everything else, and ever since then I've been trying to do that. In one of your videos, you uh, mentioned what are serotonins and oxytocins. I think I'm not using the terms correctly, but yeah. And ever since then, I have been trying to improve my life and became a firm believer of self improvement. Uh, and not to mention, I used to be quite overweight and really, what should I say, a bit obese, and I had love handles on my body, and um, I will be adding some photos in this video, and you will be seeing that how much of a difference it's. I've been going to gym for about 3 months, and I have never been this fit in my whole life than I am, and it's all due to you, and it's all due to you. I started to gain that confidence back, and actually start going to gym, and I've been enjoying my life. Started enjoying my life. uh, Last year was not really good for me. I have been jobless, and being jobless means that, yeah, you are a burden to your family if you live with them. You are basically living on of their expenses, and things started to get really irritating, that I became really short tempered, and I started to fight with my family members over little things, and it wasn't a really good side. And and this and I don't know why and how I s- s- I see I decided to seek a psychiatrist, and they recommended me some medicines as well. Um, One for my panic attacks, and the other for my, yeah, panic attacks. Basically, for my panic attacks, I used to have social anxiety disorder, but now for the past 4 to 6 months, I have been very social and um, networking with people regarding game development, and I am quite well known in most of the good communities on Discord, and I talk with people a lot, and so it's been a really good journey. So Rory, here's the thing. Um, I just want to let you know that you're not alone in this, and every one of us, almost every one of us, have been through what you have been through, with of course some differences, some everyone has a unique experience for sure, but most of us go through, so you're not alone in this. And yeah, uh, and in my I have some lifelong goals, and number one is to go to Japan and move and live there. Number two is to be a successful game designer and slash game developer, so I'm going towards the indie route. And number three is meeting some of my favorite people from YouTube, or people that I follow and learn from them, and you are one of them, and probably on top of my list that I would like to meet someday. So I will do everything in my power to reach that state that I am able to meet you. And yeah, but one last thing and I will end the video here. We both have had a focus mate session back in December 2023, and you absolutely have no idea. Um, when I was able to interact with you and talk with you, I it was like a dream come true. Even though it was about 2 to 3 minutes, because you had your focus mate is all about focusing on your tasks, and we barely talk on that platform. So it was I was really happy, and got further motivated that I should try more hard in my life and in my career, and grow. And yeah, um, and you can reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook or any other platform. I will have my email shared to you. Or there are times that uh, where you have problems, you just want to be listened, and not have solutions to your problems. uh, People tend to listen, but at the same time they start giving solutions, and I in my opinion that's not the right way to go. Not every time you need a solution for your problem. You just want to be heard, and that's all. So I can be that person to you, and if you like, I mean, I'm not going to force anything on you, but you can trust me on this, and I will probably reach out to you someday for YouTube consultation session, and yeah, that's all. So um, I look forward to hear back from you, and that's it. I'll see you around. Bye.